What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here. We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are
HellaDepraved, and I don't think you have this up on the screen.
Did I not hit the thing? I might not have hit the thing. Alright. So anyways, we are here watching Jordindian.
Right.
And the most requested song out of everybody
Was Exam Time.
was Exam Time. There were about 7 or 8 different people that requested it, all with like 4 or 5 thumbs up. Wish they could have been thumbing each other up.
Right. Highly requested.
It's highly requested. Another one that was a very close second was like smoke sheets and play FIFA or something like that.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that next time if it's still highly requested.
Right. But yeah, I'm actually super stoked to check
These
this out.
guys are always funny.
These guys are always hilarious.
Right.
Our introduction to them was the song they were on with Brada V.
Okay. And then the fasting one?
And then the last one we did of theirs was the fasting one, which was hilarious.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so this is called Exam Time, and we're excited for it. So with that being said, we're going to react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over to all the things. Coming back to that because we're commentary, reaction, breakdown channel. What that means we will pause for any and or all of the above.
Yep. What he said.
If you didn't understand any of that, rewind it, 0.25 speed. YouTube's got you.
It's got you, boo.
It's got you, boo. So, with that being said, it's time to slash up and break it down. This is Jordindian Exam Time. Let's get it.
Netflix, bro. My mom took away Netflix. Can you believe that?
Bro, they cut my Wi-Fi connection. Like, what's life without Wi-Fi, dude?
There's so much to study for exams, bro. First there are classes, then there are special classes, and now we have to go for tuitions also, it seems.
I don't get why we have to study all this in the first place, dude. Like, what the hell is Gay-Lussac's law anyway?
When gases react in volumes,
I want to punch that guy.
Only if there was a way to go back in time and stop all these fellows.
Oh, no.
Shikakai!
Motherfucker came in and time traveling, took.
Don't trust him.
Where do you want to go? Back to the future? Front to the past? Tell me.
Front to the past? That's great. Oh, no.
Can you tell me what time it is? Exam time.
Time that's hated by many kids.
Exam time. School is cool, but this ain't fun. Exam time.
Can't wait for this to be done.
Exam time. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Where you want to go?
Let's go.
Yeah, where you want to go, da?
Let's go.
I'll punch you off, da.
It's exam time. Time that we dread the most. No more Netflix, no phones. Yeah, that ain't no joke. It's exam time.
They even took my PS4, threw me in the room, and then they locked the door.
It's exam time. Can't even leave the house no more. My folks even took away my old stereo.
All right,
Newton's
Law of Gravity is now out. Okay.
Exam Time for me was literally no different than the other time.
I was just going to say, I'm a terrible person to ask.
I straight ate almost everything all the time, and I barely studied ever.
Yeah.
I actually spent more time playing video games than studying, and I still aced all my tests.
Now, guys, look. That's not to sound snotty. That's not like we're, kid geniuses or anything like that. I think it has more to do with, like, the format of testing and so on and so forth. I did live in England for 3 years. It was shocking to my system, but I think almost more to my mom's system, because as a parent, she was always very good at keeping track of our schooling and calendars and so on and so forth. What she was unaware of, because no one told her because they just assumed she knew, was when I was enrolled in the all-girls school, just with the regular curricula of all the students my age, basically, there are exams for 7-year-olds, like midterm and finals, and that's not standard in the U.S. So that would be equivalent of second grade having finals, and so she was like, oh, Christmas vacation, took us on a vacation, and I guess she spoke to one of our neighbors, and they're like, you're not staying home so your kids can study? My mom was like, study what? So yeah, my luggage ended up being like all of my books, and then she was like, no, you've got to read all this, because I know the first year I was behind because the U.S. does not compete with the UK's system very well.
To be fair, U.S. doesn't compete with anyone's system very well.
True. So I'm learning all of this brand new stuff, but on the other hand, I also memorize extremely well. Now, that's not to say that it stays past that school year necessarily, like bits and pieces, sure, but
right.
When I take tests, I can, if I'm having kind of a problem thinking of the answer, I can normally almost visualize like any pictures, diagrams, whatever, on the page where the information would have been in the book. Like, I can memorize extremely well. So exam time really wasn't, it wasn't any different for me.
What I did that was different was I took notes. I was one of those kids that I remembered what I wrote really easily.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Like,
and it wasn't even like taking notes by reading. I would just sit there and actually pay attention in class and would write down what the teacher was saying.
Right.
And I would remember it.
Right. But they say that that's one of the best ways to store it in your memory bank, is to write it X number of times. I was like you. I took notes in class, and I wasn't one of those that took obsessive, like, every word the teacher said notes, but everything they wrote down, everything they highlighted, went over. I took notes, and normally before an exam, I would reread my notes, but I wouldn't, like, sit there and study them. I'd reread them, just refresh myself on normally stuff that was at the beginning of the course.
Right.
Can't even leave the house no more. My folks even took away my old stereo. It's exam time.
No Wi-Fi to stay up to date. Curfew 10 p.m. Can't even stay up late.
No form of entertainment, they got us in lockdown. It's been about 4 hours, been staring at the clock now.
I'm beginning to feel like, okay, so this is what's cracking me up. Like, they have everything taken away. I guess I never realized how not strict we are here in America, for the most part.
Well, it depends on your parents, but...
Because I didn't ever know of anybody that, like, stuff like this happened to, and it definitely didn't happen to me.
Oh, I know people. I did know people, yeah.
I would actually stay up and play video games pretty much all night, get 2 hours of sleep, wake up, take my bath, go to school, sleep during class because I was the teacher's pet and got away with it.
Right.
And then come home and do it all again.
No, I did know people that it happened to. And honestly, it was two things. It was either super strict parents, that the education was part of their culture in terms of like how important it was to them. And it was bare bones during exam time, but also homework time. Or the people that were distracted really easily.
Right. And
so, yes, I did know people who got all their stuff taken away. Now, here's my thing. I'm a reader. I don't care. I also grew up when it would have been handhelds, which I didn't play video games anyway. I wasn't allowed to watch much TV already. Like, I had a stereo, sure, with mixtapes and the radio. But as long as I was pulling in the grades, I didn't get my stuff taken away from me.
Entertainment, they got us in lockdown. It's been about 4 hours, been staring at the clock now. Any more of this book and I get real pissed. Can always hear my teacher say, well, it's part of the syllabus.
Don't cut the Wi-Fi, cause that makes me
Bye,
frown.
Ben.
Makes me wish I could get stuck in the upside down. All work and no play will surely be our downfall. We don't wanna be just another brick in the wall.
Exam.
All work and no play. So we got The Shining, And then the brick in the wall, Pink Floyd.
Another brick in the wall.
We don't need no education. Yep. And obviously, electricity, the lightning strike, the kite.
Play will surely be our downfall. We don't wanna be just another brick in the wall.
Exam tension is real, yeah, you better believe it. But a little chill time will surely help you relieve it. Plus, I'm almost done with these big ass binders. I deserve a break. Can you tell me what time it is? Exam time.
Time that's hated by many kids.
Exam time. School is cool, but this ain't fun. Exam time.
Can't wait for this to be done.
They cut the water.
Can't even leave the house no more. My folks even took away my old stereo. It's exam time.
No Wi-Fi to stay up to date. Curfew 10 p.m. Can't even stay up late.
I don't know who
Did they
that's
give
supposed
him
to be.
Axe body spray? Archimedes. Pretty sure he did most of his great thinking in the bathtub.
Ah.
And so if he don't stink, that's...
Except they didn't have actual bathtubs back then.
Well, they would have had bathing places. And not rubber duckies.
Yeah, I was mad.
Rubber ducky.
I didn't see no rubber duckies nowhere.
There was rubber duckies there.
Was there?
He had a rubber ducky.
I didn't see it.
Back it up.
It is Archimedes.
Exam time.
Time that's hated by many kids.
Exam time. School is cool, but this ain't...
Two.
Rubber duckies. Rubber ducky, you're the one.
You're like,
Make
how
my
can you have a
bath time
bath
lots of fun.
without a rubber ducky?
ain't fun. Exam time.
Can't wait for this to be done.
It's exam time. Can't even leave the house no more. My folks even took away my old stereo. It's exam time.
No Wi-Fi to stay up to date. Curfew 10 p.m. Can't even stay up late. Listen, Mom, let me tell you about a couple of greats. Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates. They all dropped out, and I'm not saying
knew they
that
were
I
gonna
would
say
too.
that.
All I'm asking is for a break for an hour or two.
Wait, why exactly are we studying this for? Name a time in life we use
Aha.
Gay-Lussac's law. Find X while Jack has 10 freaking apples. Let Jack find it himself, I got my own damn battles.
Books piling up, can't even count.
Yo. So that's
Okay.
what cracks me up, because I used that argument so many times with a lot of the stuff we were forced to learn in school.
Right.
When am I ever going to use this?
When am I comparing apples to oranges? Or finding Y is X.
Right.
Right.
However,
I mean, if you go on to physics or something like that, sure.
right. But I was surprised as I got older how much of the stuff I thought I was never going to need that I did end up actually needing.
Right.
Now, it was never anything that I couldn't... Obviously, we've all got phones now.
Right.
And if I need to figure something out, you just type shit in and
Right.
find it. And it's how it is. But...
Back when we became adults.
Right.
Right.
But, I mean, there's a very, very, very big chunk of it that it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. And honestly, we focus on a lot of the wrong things.
The whole Newton's Law of Gravity. Shit falls.
Right? I mean, so certain things...
If you're an
Are-
astrophysicist, yes, you should know the equations.
Certain things, I think,
But-
are... Shouldn't be focused, like, such main focuses until you go on to specialized schooling. And by that, I mean college. Like, it should be more specialized. We should have a broader realm of, like, life stuff in
I
high
think schooling should start to be specialized in high school.
school. Okay.
Just personally. I do feel like there's a certain amount of things people should just be forced to learn because of
Right.
stuff you have to know. Basic math.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Adding,
But I was saying, like,
modifying.
a lot of the things that we focus on, I honestly think specialization shouldn't start until, like, junior year of high school. And then it should still be sort of...
Well, that's what I'm saying.
your learner.
So junior year, it's kind of a mixture.
Right.
You've got some things that you're going for because you specifically are interested in it.
Right, and some
then
things you're finishing up.
You're finishing
wrapping
up the stuff that you have to get. And then by
Right.
high school, I really do feel like they should start focusing in on what you're good at and what your dreams are and what you want to
Right.
chase.
Right. Instead of, these are the important jobs and
instead
you
of,
must.
now you have to take this pre-cal class. Well, guess what? In real life right now, I've
Right.
never used pre-cal in my life.
Right.
Ever.
But if you don't, you can't graduate with honors.
Right, which is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I think, they should definitely bring back trade school. A lot of different arts, a lot of different...
Right.
I mean, there's home ec. There's a lot of things that are more important.
Home ec should be mandatory.
Yeah, for those kind of stepping stones into I'm going to be living by myself or fending for myself adult-wise.
Right.
And, look, if our expensive and outdated education system is doing so much good in the world that we still have people arguing over whether the earth is flat or not, I really don't think what we're focusing on is important.
Right.
There's Shakespeare. All right.
A rose.
By any other name.
Would it not smell as sweet?
Let Jack find it himself, I got my own damn battles.
Books piling up, can't even count the pages. Never ended like a video game with countless stages.
Now,
Probably have to go after 10 or so folk at least.
Shakespeare being an example, I was one of the weird kids that enjoyed Shakespeare as a kid, as a teenager. But I fully understand why some don't.
Again, I enjoyed Shakespeare. I get why some don't, but I also think that romanticizing things like Romeo and Juliet
has
healthy. Become a culture thing, and it's not. It wasn't romantic, people.
No.
It wasn't. It's a tragedy, and it's labeled a tragedy. Yeah,
Right.
Up, can't even count the pages. Never ended like a video game with countless stages. Syllabus hitting hard like a baseball bat. Boxed in, stressing out like Jordindian's cat.
They keep me studying all day, every day.
Wow!
My brain's about to crash like a house of cards.
Too soon.
Now we speak.
It's too soon. Don't talk about the kitty that way.
It's been a while, baby.
Aw. But it's still alive, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
Or dead. You're not sure. You're never sure.
Boxed in, stressing out like Jordindian's cat.
They keep me studying all day, every day for us. Our brain's about to crash like a house of cards.
So it's time we speak up, cause we're getting impatient. This is not a request, no negotiation.
That's it, I've had enough, it's time we tell them, yo.
You can't be serious, man, you think they listen, bruh?
It's now or never, man, this is a PSA.
What's making us dull? All work and no play.
It's exam time, time that we dread the most. No more Netflix, no bones, yeah, that ain't no joke.
It's exam time, I even took my PS4.
Yeah.
Threw me in the room and then they locked the door.
It's exam
That's
time,
rude.
don't even leave the house no more. My folks even took away my old stereo. It's exam time.
No Wi-Fi to stay up to date. Curfew 10 p.m. Can't even stay up late.
All of this mugging without really studying, it's not really helping us making us dumb.
Half of the syllabus is really killing us, making our heads just explode like a bomb.
Please teacher, please won't you help me with these sums that we'll never use and it ain't worth a dime.
All that attention just gave us more tension, that's messing our heads up and wasting our time.
All right.
Dinosaurs. They took that right out of Jurassic Park.
Yep. Aye. No.
You done?
Can you tell me what time it is? Exam time.
Time that's hated by many kids.
Exam time. School is cool, but this ain't
no.
fun. Exam time.
Can't wait for this shit to be done.
It's exam time.
Apples.
It's exam time.
You're crazy for this one, MD. Who is MD?
It's exam time.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya.
No
How much?
problem, ma. Sorry, boys. Only cryptocurrency.
Only crypto?
So nothing changed.
No, now they're back in Neolithic times.
Bro.
I think we messed up.
Uh-huh. Put them back in the Stone Ages.
No. So they went through and was knocking, like, getting rid of everybody's
Right.
learning thing. So, like, they're still in their present day. It's just this is how much it changed because
No, I know.
one
It
learned
knocked
anything.
it back to the Stone Ages. It's this saying. And they have Netflix. I mean,
What's up, people? We hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Also, huge shout out to Netflix for collabing with us. Go check out their
That's
YouTube
cute.
channel. And also, there's a special blooper reel of the same video on their channel. So, what I'm trying to say is just go there and
Go check it out.
just go.
Also, stay safe, stay clean, stay at home, and wash your hands.
Watch all our videos.
Binge.
Do you know what time it is?
Is that it?
Them goofing off. The snake.
Oh no.
They're like, who knew he had the moves?
They gave him a helmet.
Who's driving?
I'm actually. So I'm seeing a lot.
Whitefield, unpassable. Sorry, sir. Please go. Very far. Traffic all wool and all. Whitefield, it seems.
That's great.
I'm on my break.
Huh?
He's on his break.
So something I'm surprised to actually see are more people using blue instead of green for green screens.
Okay.
I just thought green screen was like the color to use.
Right.
But like as you've seen there, it was more of a
Blue.
bluish tone that they were using. I don't know. It always surprises me when I see it.
New things, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, like, that is one theory of time travel. If you go back and screw with things, you screw with the timeline, and therefore things aren't normal when you try and go home.
Unless it's Marvel, and then things get weird.
Then things just get really weird.
Finco.
But I don't disagree with the whole, like, all of this pressure right now at this one point with all of our classes is stressing us out so much, and we're cramming our brains so much that they're just turning to mush. Because I've seen that happen with plenty of my friends, you know, that didn't memorize like I did. It really stresses them out. And then on top of it, exam time, even though it's on the calendar, all of the teachers know exactly when it falls, when they're going to start giving out, like, what you need to know for this, whatnot. They still have mass amounts of homework.
Right.
And I don't agree with that. If you expect certain things, you got to cut back on certain things. So, but they're always good fun. Just funny. I'm just so glad I don't have to do that anymore.
Me too.
Honestly, it was more the stress of all my, like, friends and other classmates that got to me. The stress of my parents than...
The one thing I can honestly say that I don't miss about being a kid are tests. In school.
That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looking back, even being picked on and stuff.
I don't miss being a kid, y'all.
Like,
No, I was... No, it was miserable. I hated it.
I don't know.
I mean, like, are there trade-offs as an adult? Yeah, sure. But no. No.
That is the one thing we have difference.
That is how miserable I was up until I graduated from high school. Hated it. And it's not the studying. Like, honestly, because I'm a fast reader and I like to learn, and I honestly liked and excelled at every subject except for math. Like, the schooling itself was not the issue.
It was the people.
Definitely the people. And that includes some teachers. I had some fabulous teachers, too. And also, as the fibro picked up speed, honestly, the hours were killing me, too. And the desks, like, pain and... So, yeah. But, mostly the people. I
actually became really popular my last 2 years of high school. more so than I ever had any right to be.
Right. My last 2 years, I was allowed to sort of, because I transferred to a different school, I was actually allowed to disappear. And to me, that was the ultimate. Yeah. It's like, no need for popularity. Just fucking treat me like I don't exist. That's
I didn't ask for it.
No. For me, I was just like, I didn't even want to be seen at that point.
That was me most of school.
Yeah.
Alright, so, with that being said, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below what did you think of Jordindian with exam time. Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons, come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
With that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later.